1. In SIP, which response code indicates that the user is temporarily unavailable, but the server knows an alternative contact? A. 302 moved temporarily. B. 486 busy here. C. 480 temporarily unavailable. D. 404 not found. 2. During SIP call setup, what role does the SDP session description protocol play? A. Encrypts signaling messages. B. Describes media capabilities and parameters. C. Provides authentication credentials. D. Handles routing between proxies. 3. In SIP mentoring sessions for new engineers, which approach best supports adult learning principles? A. Reading RFC 3261 verbatim without examples. B. Demonstrating SIP call flows using live capture tools. C. Assigning lengthy written assessments only. D. Memorizing SIP response codes without application. 4. Which SIP request is used to modify an existing session without tearing it down? A. Invite. B. Update. C. Buy. D. Cancel. 5. If a SIP proxy challenges a request with a 407 code, what is required from the client? A. Registration with a different proxy. E. Authentication credentials in proxy authorization header. C. Changing transport from UDP to TCP. D. Sending an ACK to confirm. 6. In a SIP training program, how should evaluation methods be aligned with curriculum development? A. Use multiple choice only, regardless of topic. B. Tie assessment to real SIP troubleshooting labs. C. Assess unrelated IT protocols for broader coverage. D. Evaluate learners only at the program's end. 7. Which SIP method is primarily used for presence and instant messaging? A. Notify. B. Info. C. Message. D. Subscribe. 8. When teaching SIP signaling flows, which communication strategy is most effective? A. Use only text-based descriptions. B. Provide annotated call flow diagrams and real packet traces. C. Require learners to memorize diagrams without context. D. Skip visual aids to save time. 9. Which SIP header field identifies a unique dialog across transactions? A. Via. B. Call ID. C. Contact. D. seek. 10. What is the key compliance concern when deploying SIP in healthcare communications? A. High-definition video quality. B. Adherence to HIPAA for secure signaling in media. C. Maximizing codec variety. D. Reducing SIP trunking costs. 11. Which of the following is a server that maintains user location for SIP? A. Redirect server. B. Registrar server. C. Proxy server. D. Media gateway. 12. During mentoring, which technique best ensures learners grasp SIP error handling strategies? A. Ask them to recall definitions only. B. Have them analyze captured SIP error messages in labs. C. Provide answer keys without discussion. D. Limit discussion to successful call scenarios. 13. In SIP, what does the 100 trying response indicate? A. Call successfully established. B. Request received. Further action pending. C. User busy. D. Destination not found. 14. What is the difference between a SIP proxy and a redirect server? A. Proxy routes requests. Redirect returns alternative addresses. B. Proxy manages media streams. Redirect encrypts traffic. C. Proxy registers users. Redirect stores call logs. D. Proxy provides billing. redirect ensures redundancy. 15. When designing a SIP curriculum, which principle enhances adult learner retention? A. Use passive lecture with minimal interaction. E. Provide practical labs simulating real SIP network issues. C. Assess knowledge without feedback. D. Focus on theory without application. 16. Which transport protocols are mandated by SIP for message delivery? A. Only UDP. B. Only TCP. C. UDP and TCP, optionally TLS. D. Only SCTP. 17. Which SIP request is used to end a session? A. Cancel. E. Buy. C. Register. D. ACK. 18. A 200 OK response to an invite typically contains what critical information? A next hop proxy details. B. Media session description SDP. C. Encryption key for authentication. D. Client billing parameters. 19. What mentoring approach helps learners struggling with SIP dialogue concepts? A. Assigning additional readings only. B. Using role-play exercises where learners act as SIP entities. C. Repeating the same lecture slides. D. Quizzing without feedback. 20. Which SIP element handles NAT traversal challenges? As stun turn ICE extensions. B. Registrar server. C. Redirect server. D. Proxy loop detection. 21. What is the function of the contact header in SIP? A. Identifies message sequence. B. Specifies where the user can be reached. C. Defines call dialog uniqueness. E. Handles routing priority. 22. In SIP, which mechanism ensures secure authentication of clients? A. Digest authentication. B. MD5 only hashing without nonce. C. UDP checksum. D. Plain text password in call ID. 23. Which method is used to subscribe to event state in SIP? A. Publish. B. Register. C. Subscribe. D. Options. 24. A SIP cancel request is sent under which condition? A. To end an established session. B. To abort a pending invite before final response. C. To unregister a user. D. To modify an ongoing call. 25. In SIP compliance evaluation, what is the best way to test secure media handling? A. Check if SDP offers RTP over UDP only. B. Confirm support for SRTP in signaling negotiations. C. Ignore encryption and prioritize codec negotiation. D. Disable TLS for faster connections. 26. Which SIP response class indicates redirection? A. 1XX. B. 2XX. C. 3XX. D. 4XX. 27. What is the purpose of the SIP options request? A. Registers a user. B. Queries server capabilities. C. Modifies an existing call. D. Ends a session. 28. In SIP mentoring, how can communication skills be developed effectively? Encourage learners to explain call flows in their own words. B. Provide scripted answers only. C. Discourage group discussions. D. Focus solely on exams. 29. Which SIP header is used to prevent routing loops? A. Via. B. Record route. C. Route. D. Max forwards. 30. How does SIP ensure scalability in large networks? A. Peer-to-peer direct addressing only. B. Use of proxies and redirect servers for distributed control. C. Forcing all calls through one central server. D. Disabling authentication. 31. Which SIP extension is critical for conferencing? A. SIP refer. B. SIP info. SIP update. D. SIP message. 32. Which teaching evaluation method is best for assessing SIP troubleshooting skills? A. Written test on RFC numbers. B. Hands-on labs with error injection scenarios. C. Oral recall of SIP methods. D. True-false quizzes. 33. When implementing SIP in financial institutions, regulatory compliance must ensure A. Encryption of signaling and media for confidentiality. B. Faster call setup without security overhead. C. Proprietary SIP methods not aligned with RFC standards. D. Using only UDP transport for efficiency. 34. In SIP, which method allows a client to inform a server of its current location, IP address, and port? A. Register. B. Invite. C. Options. D. Update. 35. Which SIP response code signals that the call has been successfully answered? A. 180 ringing. B. 200 OK. C. 100 trying. D. 302 moved temporarily. 36. During SIP training, which evaluation method best measures long-term skill retention? A. Immediate multiple-choice quizzes only. B. Follow-up troubleshooting labs weeks after instruction. C. Memorization of SIP headers without context. D. Short oral recall drills during class.